Thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure. We're here to discuss with WAKAWAKA Doctor about how to leverage on jobs in New Zealand. I always bring you the best, and absolutely today we're gonna, talk about job opportunities in New Zealand. And we are also going to take a few questions from anyone who has questions for WAKAWAKA Doctor. So thank you so much for joining. Please share. And for those who would like to apply for these jobs, I have something, very awesome for you to actually actualize your dreams. And by the grace of God, we'll be able to, get to where we want to get to, and absolutely do the things we want to do. So thank you so much for joining. At the background here is my YouTube channel, which is going to come up very soon. So if you'd like to follow me, I'll be more than happy to have you up on my channel. Sorry. This is it. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, it's up. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, and hopefully WAKAWAKA Doctor joins us in a few minutes. Guys, please keep your comments in the comment section. Once WAKAWAKA Doctor comes in, I'm going to prioritize the questions as they come. Make sure you pay attention, because I'm going to delete the video afterwards. So make sure you take your pens and your pencils, your papers, get ready to, assimilate the information and leverage on the information. So guys, I want you to put in the comment section where you're, watching from, and why you think New Zealand is a very good option. I want to see that. I'm going to pin the favorite comment. Okay. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
It's a pleasure to see you. I wish you were here, but you're traveling. So hopefully, maybe my next holiday, I would definitely.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Manchester is very nice. I've been there. A lot of places, beautiful places around the world that obviously we want to explore. And obviously, you like to travel. You are one of the people that have supported me. I feel like you are just a blessing, and your personality alone, I don't know, but it's just something that I can't explain. You're really, really a pure person, and I pray that God keeps blessing you.
Amen.
You are indeed someone who is of influence to myself with regards to achieving the things I want to achieve in life, support that I need, and then look at your jackpot route is something that is very transformational, and what you're doing around the world. So I just pray that you win all the time.
Thank you.
So let's get to today. Everyone knows WAKAWAKA Doctor. I would say WAKAWAKA Doctor is the most influential voice with regards to travel. Yes, I would say that. Around the world, as not just for anyone who is in Africa, but people who are in other countries, like developing countries, who want to actually pursue their dreams and their aspirations through education, through jobs, and through different, ways to go abroad legitimately. So today, I would just like, would you like to say a few things about yourself? Or
Well,
that's fine.
I mean, everyone calls me WAKAWAKA Doctor, and the reason for that is quite obvious. Doctor because I'm a medical doctor, and WAKAWAKA because I am almost on the move. I mean, at the moment I'm in Singapore, Fantastic place here. And I use all my social media platforms to educate people as to how to move abroad, show people opportunities through the job route, their careers, academic route, permanent residency route. So that's basically what I do. I also, show people beautiful places they can stay in, different places that I visit.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget, I'm not going to leave this video. I'm going to keep it to myself. So make sure you follow, make sure you listen, and make sure you write down. So today, let's just get to business. Thank you so much for honoring invite. Could you please tell us what are the opportunities there in New Zealand for people in developing countries?
New Zealand is an untapped environment. And most of my followers don't know this, but I'm going to visit New Zealand at the end of the year because I am looking to partner with some recruitment agencies to help people move to New Zealand. New Zealand is untapped. It's similar to what you have in Australia, but the idea I have in my head is that it's even um, better. Strict rules, strict immigration rules, but they have opportunities. Whether you're a skilled migrant or what you term blue collar, there are opportunities. Healthcare assistants are needed in New Zealand. Healthcare workers in general, doctors, nurses, dentists, healthcare assistants, social care worker, they're sought after. Hospitality, those in the hotel business, those in the tourism business, sought after. Engineering, ICT, okay, ICT, media, film industry. Now, New Zealand they have a shortage occupations list, okay? They have a shortage occupations list, just like you have in the UK, just like you have in certain countries in Europe, in Germany, in Austria. They also have a shortage occupations list. And if you go on Google and just type shortage occupations list New Zealand, you would see just a few jobs that are needed: doctors, nurses, teachers, engineers, deep construction, plumbers, welders, project managers. It's a lot of jobs. Not as much as the UK, because if you look at the UK tier sponsors list, you have thousands of job opportunities there. I would say that maybe about 200 or 300 different job titles that are needed in New Zealand based on what I've found. And at the end of the year, maybe in October, thereabout, I'm going to travel to New Zealand and just speak with a few people to see opportunities that exist and how we can bring people from India, we can bring people from South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana. We can bring people to that area who want to explore. But it's certainly an untapped region that people should take advantage of.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard so much from you. We had a space yesterday, and a lot of people want to go to other countries like Canada. I'm not saying you can't get a job in Canada, but there are a lot of untapped routes that you need to explore. That even gives you. I feel like Canada has so much in terms of a lot of people are moving there. The cost of living is high. Many things are really going on over there, and then you don't want to go through all that stress and all of that. So you should go through other parts that have maybe the immigration route might be strict, but you would tell us what we need to do to ensure that we are able to navigate that route. So that's very great. So you've heard there is a need, and there's a shortage of occupation lists, so you might want to look at New Zealand now. So how do we actually navigate the market since there's a shortage occupation list?
Now, so the first thing you have to do is, like I said, go through the shortage occupations list. Make sure that your profession or what you do is on that list. If it is not there, another route to coming through is to come as a student and study one of the courses on the shortage occupations list for a year. When that is done, make sure that your CV is New Zealand appropriate.
Right.
New Zealand has its own style of CV. So you make sure that your is New Zealand appropriate, then you visit this website called www.stick.co.nz.
Say it again.
www.stick.co.
Okay, .co.
SEEK.co.nz.
NZ.
Yes,
Okay.
I've just posted it on the page now. www.stick.co.nz. When you visit that website,
Okay.
there are loads of job opportunities and you can filter to what you want.
Wow.
Now you make sure you submit your CV. Okay, you make sure you submit your CV that's appropriate for that job. Add a cover letter. Okay, and then you begin to apply for those positions. Once you apply for those positions and you've done the interview and they've given you a job offer, the agency itself will help you undo the visa. So you don't need, most of the 90% of the recruitment agencies in New Zealand also have an immigration department. So you don't need to worry your head about, oh, I need to, they will handle everything. And you don't need proof of funds. You don't need to worry about bank statements. They handle everything from top to finish, and you get your visa. So there are different types of visas. There's the skilled workers visa for someone like me who's a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, a construction worker. Then you have, before that's what they just need to call it skilled workers. But now there's critical workers visa. People, yeah, where jobs that they are in critical need of. So those critical jobs, if you get it, it is boom, 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 very fast, very fast. So you need to I've just seen someone say something. Okay, but this is not USA. Sorry, we are talking about New Zealand. I was about to say that another route to go into New Zealand would be to apply for fully funded scholarships. They've got amazing fully funded scholarships there as well. So once you're in the system, you've applied for the jobs, you've gotten the job offer, the department in that recruitment agency would apply for the visa for you.
Right.
So you don't need to worry about visa applications at all. It's that smooth.
Okay. So, like I said, I always bring you what is good. I knew this was the perfect, obviously you have the vast knowledge, about travel in different countries, but I just felt like New Zealand had a lot of opportunities. And I know one thing about you is that you have the heart of the people. Like you care about the people. You care about the people who don't even have, enough funds to go abroad. So you give them the information. Some people just want to, I just want to help people who want to go and school abroad because they have the money. But some people don't have the money. Some people need a lot of other routes. Some people need to, see other countries and then weigh their options, which is what you do. So thank you so much for that. And I'm going to be hosting a program on the 8th of August. So if you are having difficulty with, designing your CV, your cover letter, preparing for an interview, there's a lot of things that we Nigerians need to learn. And I have observed as someone who has done interviews for people. And if you want to be part of the program, please just send me a message via the DM, or just I'll drop my number in the comment section and you can look at it. So now you said that we shouldn't worry about the visa process and all of that. So what visa exactly are you getting? And is there prospects for people to actually stay in New Zealand? Or everyone wants to see they want stability, they want permanent residency, and they want to naturalize and all of that. So what are the chances?
So when you get a job, New Zealand offers you a work visa. Okay, the work visa is for 1 to 2 years. So when you arrive to New Zealand, you now change the visa from a work visa to a resident permit.
Okay.
That resident permit is given to you for 2 years.
Okay.
Once you have that resident permit for 2 years, you now apply for a permanent residency for another 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
So once you've stayed in New Zealand for 5 years, you can now apply for citizenship. So you get 1 year workers visa, you convert it to residence visa for 2 years, you convert it to permanent residency visa for 2 to 3 years, then you apply for citizenship.
Wow. So it's that straightforward.
Straightforward.
But yeah,
That's
but why are people not actually going that route?
New Zealand is very far.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
even farther than Australia. So it's going to take, if someone is coming from Nigeria or Ghana going to New Zealand, it's going to take maybe like 30 hours or 36 hours.
36 hours.
Yes, to get to New Zealand.
So which means
From Nigeria to New Zealand is going to take you like 36 hours.
wow. So
So
is that, do you think that is the reason why people don't want to go?
I think that is why. I think that is why people don't go there, because distance is a very big issue. Look at the UK, for instance. It takes maybe 6
Yeah.
hours from UK. It takes 6 hours to get to you. If you're in Europe, it takes maybe 14 to 16 hours. You're at home.
Wow.
But Australia is 24 hours. Now look at 36 hours. New Zealand is very, very far.
But
Very, very far. I think that is the reason why people don't want to go there. So, and you now have to consider, you can't be traveling all the time now. You can't
yeah,
be traveling all the time. If you're there, you have to think about your travel, save money before you travel, because
that
the tickets will be very expensive. Tickets to Australia is usually about $2,000, $3,000.
wow.
Now think about tickets to New Zealand.
Wow.
It yeah, yeah.
Okay. But I think if you have prospect and you know what you're looking for,
E-
I think that's
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. If you know what you're looking for, you're focused on what you want,
Yeah.
this distance issue will not matter.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know, it
will not
will matter.
matter.
Especially a country that enables you to, achieve what you want to achieve. And for someone like another question is for people who you have children or you have a family, you want to raise a family, you don't have plans to go back anytime soon. With regards to education, maybe someone has a family, are they going to pay school fees, all those things? Do they have any other extra benefits that
Yeah, of
that makes
course.
it
You get free healthcare, you get free education for your children, free healthcare for kids as well. Yeah, those are the basic things they give. Of course, if you're working in New Zealand, you get insurance cover. So I'd like to think that those are the things they have based on the research I've done. I have a friend who has worked there before, but he didn't stay more than 1 year anyway.
why?
Because of the distance.
Oh
Preferred to go back to the UK. Yeah.
no. Oh, okay.
So I think it's a place where you can come to, you know, get your citizenship,
Mhm.
stay there, make money,
Mhm.
and then yeah, maybe go somewhere else. That's the way I like to think of it. But there are opportunities there, a lot of opportunities, because it's untapped. They're
Yeah,
looking for migrants, looking for foreigners to fill up the spaces.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, that's I think it's a very, for me, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think 8 is okay, because if you say the distance, if you know what you want and you go there to get it, then you might decide to say, okay, I'm only going to go home twice in a year, and that time I'm going to spend a month or two, and you strategically plan it, and I think that's a good one. So how is the cost of living there?
Okay. These are some of the things I will find out myself when I go. But what I've found online and through my research is that it's more expensive than living in the UK. It's more expensive than living in the UK. But they seem to earn the salaries and payments are commensurate to what they spend.
Right.
Okay, so rent, cost of living is high, but you also get paid high.
Right. So are you saying, with regards to because a lot of people say, oh, the cost of living is not that bad in the UK, but tax and all of that. Is this something
So
that's
tax is not as much as you have in the
right?
UK. Tax is not as much as you have in the UK, but rent is expensive,
Bills?
feeding is expensive, transportation is expensive, but you also earn a lot of money to be able to take care of yourself and take care of those bills.
Okay. Okay. So Waka Waka Doctor has said you know, there are job opportunities, there are sponsorship opportunities with regards to, you know, education as well. So you might want to look at that. And then with the visa process, you said the company, you know, takes care of all of that, yeah? Or
Yeah.
the school will take care of that if you have like a fully funded scholarship. So you have
Yes.
nothing to worry about. So we've come to almost the end. We have 10 more minutes to end the session. So what advice do you have for anyone generally trying to, you know, go to New Zealand this year?
So the two ways to move to New Zealand: going as a student or going as a worker. Okay, going through the career. Now, if you want to go as a student, that one is pretty easy. Go online. You need an agent, just like Australia does for most of you. You need an agent. Get an agent to get you admission in New Zealand, pay your tuition. They handle the visas and all the like. It's very straightforward. You can also apply for fully funded scholarships. They've got University of Auckland scholarships. They've got Waikato scholarships. And New Zealand is one of the few countries that accepts higher national diploma.
Wow.
So you might want to look into that.
Yeah, for those
Then
that's
if you're going as a worker, like I told you, look at the shortage occupations list: carpentry, plumbing, construction, engineering, doctors, nurses, healthcare assistants, social care workers. You look at what other field? You look at ICT, IT. You look at media. Okay. You look at tourism and hospitality. You look at these are the main core jobs that are needed. You start packaging your CV to look, yeah, tech jobs, ICT. You start packaging your CV to look, you know, professional and look like what you've got for NZ job applicants. New Zealand has its own format, so you make sure that your CV is in that format. Okay. And then you apply for those jobs using that website that we call www.stick.co.nz. Okay, www.stick.co.nz. And when you apply for those jobs, then the recruitment agency would organize the interview. You pass the interview, and then they would handle the visa for you. Okay, so you just have to know, is my job on the shortage occupations list? So go on Google and type shortage occupations list or skills shortage occupations list in New Zealand. You will see a list of all the jobs. If
yeah.
your job is on there, you've hit a jackpot. Start applying. www.stick.co.nz. Start applying. Okay, I'm going to type it again.
Yeah.
www.stick.co.nz. Okay. Yeah, you can apply for as many jobs as possible, and then it's going to take you 5 years to become a citizen in New Zealand. So the idea is to start now, so that these opportunities, because policies change.
Yeah.
We might sit down here in the next 6 months and they've changed their policies, so this is the time to act.
Yes. That's one thing I tell people: take opportunities. The information you see now, take opportunities. A lot of people that you can see today, the UAE or Dubai is not allowing Nigerians come in, and many other places. But some years ago, a lot of people have been to the UAE. They made a lot of money when UAE was still even the UAE, and now they've proceeded to other things, and then you know, they are back to the UAE with another passport because I want to go to a country where I don't have to pay tax and all of that. But they have their dual citizenship. So I'm imagining if I had been to the UAE like 10 years ago or 11 years ago or 12 years ago when I had my first degree, immediately I finished my first degree, I was under the shortage occupation list to teach foreign languages in the UAE. But I didn't go, you know, 11 years ago. So that's it. You are a blessing to us in this generation, Waka Waka Doctor. Thank you so much. Does anybody have a question? Okay, one question before we go. Is there any chance to get a job in New Zealand? We talked about that. There are many chances to get a job. Go to the website pinned on the live and make sure you follow all the steps Waka Waka Doctor has told you. Go to the approved website so you can meet the right agencies. Don't listen to anyone who tells you randomly and can help you get a job if they are not authorized. And always, always do your due diligence. And finally, for those who are planning to create a CV or cover letter, preparing for an interview, looking for how to navigate, please join us on the 8th of August for our webinar. You can ask me questions. You can ask a lot of other people questions, and on how to prepare for an interview, which is very, very important. Personal branding, LinkedIn optimization, keywords that you need in different industries. And trust me, I have had a lot of testimonials on how, a lot of people have passed interviews and they've been able to actually travel abroad with a job opportunity. It's more easier with a job opportunity because usually some countries, they pay for everything, your flight, your visa, and all of that. And then you don't have any issues with, oh, I have to do another 1 year or 2 years to get a permanent residency or what have you. If you are working and then you're adding value to the economy. So WAKAWAKA, thank you so much. If I get up to 200 followers today, I will post the video. And if I don't get, I'll take the video to Twitter. If I also get to Twitter, there's nothing that makes me happy today. I'm going to keep my video myself. I'll just be looking at WAKAWAKA Doctor.
Don't worry, you people will follow you. You're offering good services. You're offering value. And so long as you're offering value, you're helping people with CVs and job applications and cover letters. Of course, you're going to have people who need those services, and they will definitely follow you.
And a lot of people. WAKAWAKA Doctor, I told you I had a webinar some time ago. You were part of people who supported me to ensure the webinar held. And when I turned on my camera, I saw a lot of people. Some people don't understand etiquette with videos. Like they didn't know what to do, how to do things, and all of that. You can't get a job abroad if you don't have all of these things put in place.
People are asking for your social media handle.
Okay, my social media handle is at Billionaire Lola. Okay, so that's on Twitter, Billionaire Lola. It's also on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you see some of my videos on how to get jobs abroad, on a lot of spaces that I and WAKAWAKA Doctor has done, and a lot of events that I've done. So at Billionaire Lola, that's my Twitter handle, that's my Threads handle, that's also my YouTube handle, and my Instagram handle. So we've come to the end of the WAKAWAKA Doctor. Say congratulations to me.
Congratulations.
I have newly launched Nigerians in the Middle East.
Amazing.
Yes. We have about 400 people at the moment for those who want to move in the Middle East or move outside of the Middle East. So we'll be partnering with people like, you, influential people, to assist people who are in the Middle East and want to leave the Middle East to other parts of the world, or people who do not have opportunities to go to other places and they want to use the Middle East as a route. And to Nigerians who are currently in the Middle East and need a lot of support. So we'll be collaborating with a lot of, Nigerians in the UK, Nigerians in Germany, Nigerians in Finland. We are currently, collaborating with a lot of people. As of we speak, we're going to be on a space today. So WAKAWAKA Doctor, we'll use our Twitter page to comment on your. Please follow us. It will mean
no problem at all. No problem at all.
Page anywhere. We're also on Instagram. It's called NIME. NIME, Nigerians in the Middle East Community. Thank you so much, WAKAWAKA Doctor. May God bless you.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure. Thanks.
Yeah, bye.